Hello and welcome back to our Planet Coaster 2 Career Mode. In the last episode, we completed Chapter 3 Twisting Tracks by completing Fabled Fjord, and now we are moving into Chapter 4 The Final Plunge. We have 4 scenarios that we're going to have to get through, but let's go ahead and listen to the intro.
Oh, my dearest, what you have achieved so far is nothing short of extraordinary. And now you find yourselves on the cusp of joining the Nana Betty family. All you need to do, dear, is sign right here on the dotted line. Oh, you'll still run the company, don't worry. My 51% will simply be all of the paperwork. Let me take care of all that, so you can get back to doing what you truly love.
I have no words. I'm honored. Let me just go and find my autograph book. We can trade. My signature for yours.
Ha! It's like taking candy from a baby. No, that would be insulting the baby. Soon Coast to Coast will be mine.
Aha! Stop right there.
Oh, my goodness. Boys, oh, you gave me a fright.
You can cut the act now, Betty, if that's even your real name.
Eugene, Brad, you boys won't believe.
Oswald, you must stop this at once. Betty is not who she claims to be.
Boys, this is most rude. I don't know what has gotten into you two.
Oh, shut it, Grandma. Put the book down and back away from the pen.
We had our suspicions about you all along. Edith was horrified to learn you were sniffing around the plans for her park. She told me how you conned her daughter into selling her shares of their company for your own gain.
Yeah. And a contractor came down to the islands and asked us where we wanted the sign placing for Nana Betty's island retreat.
We knew you'd try and do the same thing to us, so we hid and waited until Oswald left. We heard everything.
Oh, a simple misunderstanding, I assure you.
You said you were going to take the company for yourself.
Nana Betty, is this true? Tell me it isn't so.
I mean... forget it. I'm wasting my time with these ridiculous charades. You haven't seen the last of me. Elizabeth Robson does not back down.
Whew, that was a close one. I genuinely thought she wanted to help us.
Huh. Who would have thought Nana Betty was such a snake in the grass?
Looks can be deceiving, Brad. Thankfully, that slithery old snake has shed her skin, and we can get on with the job at hand. Come on, everyone. Let's get back to our parks.
So, you bested the illustrious Nana Betty. Interesting. I'm not too proud to admit I was wrong about you. My focus on Oswald clouded my judgment and did not allow me to see clearly. You're everything that Oswald pretends he is. You should work with me. Together we can make sure people like Oswald can never hurt anyone ever again. Think about it, okay? I trust you'll make the right decision.
Alright, so pretty big plot twist there with Nana Betty. I guess it's not really a plot twist, but all of the information about Nana Betty coming out. But we have some more work to do, so let's go ahead. We're going to jump into the Lazy River Styx, and we're going to switch everything to hard, and let's jump in.
Now this is my kind of place. I mean, have you seen this water? The way it just flows and glides. It's the perfect way to cool off on a hot day.
I think I could use that right about now. It's boiling out here.
All right, let's not get distracted. I didn't bring you all here for a suntan.
Ah, what? But it's a scorcher. I brought my unicorn inflatable and everything.
There will be time for that later. Now, I invited you all here to help the Foundation with our latest project. It's inspired by the mythological river Styx, so we'll need a brilliant ride engineer on our side to oversee everything.
I'd be honored to oversee any developments on the site. You can count on me.
I was actually referring to Brad. He's the water ride specialist after all.
All right, I like the sound of this.
Oh, are you sure? Then what should I do?
Take the time to relax. Enjoy the sun. Brad is always telling me how hard you work.
Yeah, bro, you need to chill out more. We've got this, don't you worry. I won't let you down.
All right, so Lazy River Styx. Keep your cool to create a splashtastic network of slides and flumes in this burning hot location. With Adriana, Eugene, and Brad by your side, make the most of the epic Lazy River circuit and keep your guests protected from the beating sun. So it sounds like we're going to be doing a lot of water park stuff here. I mean, that is a massive pool. Um, it's pretty interesting how they got all of this set up. Huge, huge, huge lazy river. Holy cow. But let's take a look at our objectives. So our bronze objectives, we got build 2 new flumes, and that they need to reach a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour with at least 4 excitement. So that one's going to be pretty simple. Build 2 new flumes with at least 5 excitement. An average speed of less than 15.5 miles per hour. That's going to be interesting. And then has at least 1 special flume piece. Have average guest thirst needs above 60% with 250 people in the park. And then daily profits greater than $10,000. So we're starting out with 30,000. So that's pretty interesting. We also have some research that we can do. So let's go ahead. We're going to get our launch coasters. So we get a couple good blueprints with those. We'll get our chain lift coasters 4. We get a couple nice blueprints with those. The alternate lift coasters 3. Well, they look interesting. And then special coasters 2. So it's our spinning coaster, 4-dimensional. And I think that's like Guardians of the Galaxy in Epcot. Now our track rides, we're going to get the Haunted Mansion ride and then the, I forget what that ride's called, but kind of turns you around and can move you a bunch of different directions. We can get the monorail finally. Our flat rides, we'll get spinning flat rides 3. So we get 3 brand new blueprints. We do have a new one that's mythology themed, so that's pretty nice. Spinning flat rides 4. We get 2 new blueprints for the forge. I'm assuming that's what it's still called. Swinging flat rides 3. We get a new aquatic for the hammer swing, and then swinging flat rides 4. I forget what that ride's called. Used to be space themed in Planet Coaster 1. So, and that's a tropical theme, I believe. So we are officially completed with all of the research in the game. So we don't have to worry about putting any more of those in our parks. We still have 87,000 research points. So who knows what we can use those for in the future. Clearly, we have some people jumping into the water here and not wanting to take a trip around the lazy river, so that will be fun. But man, this park is just huge. Do we have things that we can purchase? Oh, whoa. What the? What is all of this? So we can't build coasters or flat rides anywhere. Wow. So there's no coasters, there's no flat rides going to be built here. Or no. We can build whatever we want over here. So we have a very small area to build coasters and flat rides. So, oh no wait, and what else do we got here? Oh, we got another area over here that we can build. And I feel like there's a third one here that I'm not seeing. Oh no, it's just the outside of the park. So I'm really confused. Oh, we own that because the lazy river goes through there. Okay, I get what's happening. Um, yeah, so this is a pretty big park. It's going to turn into a massive water park, and we're going to need to get working. So we'll jump into a time lapse. We'll work on our flumes that we need, and then I'll see you when we're done. All right, so we are back, and we have just got all of the slide requirements completed. The first one was just 2 slides that have a speed greater than 15.5 miles per hour and an excitement over 5. So these mat slides were perfect. The second one, probably the hardest objective that I had to complete so far. And it was flumes over excitement of 5 and an average speed less than 15.5 miles per hour. So it was very difficult, and I'm very thankful that we had this daily profits grader that took us a little bit longer to complete. But essentially, you can see the excitement on this one is not 5. The average speed is less than the 15.5, and that's because there were times where I would save the park, leave, and come back, and when this would be running, it would be less than 5. I also did make some minor modifications. Once I did actually open it up to the public, the tubes were flying here, and people were getting jettisoned off. And yeah, so we needed to modify that. So that brought the excitement down a little bit. And then same thing with this one. This one's still looking pretty good. Right up there against that 15.5 miles per hour. But yeah, this was one of the harder objectives, especially for being a bronze objective. So I'm curious to see what our next objectives are going to be. But let's go ahead. We'll hit play, and then once we hear from the group, we'll take a ride on our creations.
This is a great start. The place is really coming together. But with this hot weather, we need to make sure the guests remain safe while they're having fun.
It's all in hand. Safety is always number one. Some people just get so distracted by all the cool rides that they forget to take care of themselves, you know? Sit in the shade, sip a cool drink. A bit like you, Eugene. Feels nice to finally put your feet up and relax, huh? Yeah, he's still restless. You should go and see how he's doing, Adriana. Go on, sit with him for a bit.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. There's too much happening with the park to...
Don't worry. The rest of us will handle it.
And there we go. Bronze objectives complete. Matt Flume 2 is the most popular attraction. We have 808 guests in our park. So let's go ahead. Let's take a quick ride on these. Pretty simple flume rides, or Matt Flume rides here. And then, of course, our crazy rides here. Ooh. We're going to need a better viewpoint here. Oh, Chase is interesting. There we go. Now we've calmed down a little bit. Those rapid sections that were making the camera go all crazy, those are considered a special piece. So I was trying to use those, but then I thought it would be really fun to just have one of the bigger special pieces there at the end. So that's kind of where we got that from. Yeah, and the key to these were just a lot of turns, keeping that speed right at about 15 miles per hour, a little slower as it got to the end, and then those rapid pieces. So it all worked out. We got it completed, and now we're on the silver objective. So let's take a look at those. So we need to build 2 new flumes with a biggest drop of at least 65.6 feet. I think that'll be pretty easy. Build a narrow log flume ride with a biggest drop of 65.6 feet. Have average guest restroom needs above 65%, which we've already completed, and a park rating of 2.5, which we're very close to. And actually, let's see. Yeah, once we put in our next couple attractions, that's going to sort itself out. So that's pretty simple. So let's jump into it, and I'll see you at the end. All right, so silver objectives are pretty much complete here. They were significantly easier than the bronze objectives. You can see we have our log flume. We did have to purchase a piece of land for us to be able to build this, and I'm pretty pleased with this. Um, we'll just switch it to bargain. That seems to be the way to go with water rides. So um, yeah, I mean, it's not that exciting. We're not going to ride it because there's still this glitch where some of the pieces have, like, it's just not meshing correctly. So, and honestly, log flume's not the most exciting thing. So, we're not going to ride that. We did also build these, which I think I forgot to change this. We bought, or we made some launched body slides. And you can see people just getting launched way out into the main pool here off this. Just a straight drop, a little bit of an angle upward, and look at how far they're flying. I mean, that would hurt a lot in real life. So, and I don't think we're gonna ride that because they're pretty self-explanatory. It's nothing out of the ordinary. So, let's go ahead. We will open this up and see what they have to say.
Wow. This place is really swimming with life, isn't it? Brad seems to be enjoying himself.
He seems to really love what he does. I'm sure he'd love it more if he wasn't working against people's preconceptions of him.
He shouldn't have to worry. He's brilliant. Better than I ever was at his age. He's an inspiration to me, you know. I wish I was more like him at times.
Then maybe you should tell him that. I think he feels like he's living in your shadow.
That's not true. I know what he's capable of. I just worry about him, that's all. He's my little brother, and he's fearless. And that terrifies me. But you're right. I should tell him that more. I'll let you get back to business. Thank you, though, for looking out for my brother. It means a lot.
Okay, so silver objectives complete. Matte Flume 2 still the most popular attraction. Yeah, like I said, much easier than the bronze objectives. So let's take a look at our gold objectives. Now we need 2 new flumes with at least 5 excitement and a length of at least 147.6 feet, which apparently we've already got. We just need to build 2 new ones. A river rapids ride, so that's completely new. Average pool cleanliness of 95%, and then a park rating of 3.5. So again, I think these are going to be pretty simple. And honestly, let's see, 147 feet. What are these, just for perspective? This is 136, so they don't have to be super long. And honestly, these probably meet this criteria. Yeah, they do. So I think it's going to be another pretty easy objective to complete. We are going to probably have to purchase this land to be able to build our river rapids. And then I'm curious to see what we're going to get for the platinum objectives. So we'll go ahead, we'll jump back into a time lapse. We'll probably put these new flumes somewhere in this area just to kind of keep rounding out the park, and we'll see where we end up.
Hey, Adriana. Thanks for this. I mean, for believing in me. Sometimes I feel like people don't really take me seriously. But I'm actually pretty smart. I might not be a genius like Eugene, but I'm a quick learner, and I'm good at coming up with creative ideas. I just feel like people don't really give me a chance, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for giving me that chance.
Don't worry, Brad. History is filled with great people who were all underestimated at one time or another. But for what it's worth, everyone here knows how great you are.
Gee, you really think so? Oh, thanks. That means a lot. Anyway, I'll stop distracting us. We should all get back to work.
And there we go. Gold objectives complete. That was a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be. But holy moly, we have to get a bunch of people in the park here. Um, anyway, we'll come back to that here. But yeah, so our River Rapids ride is complete. It's added in here. Very basic design, and then we just threw some scenery in here to get a little bit more for us, a little bit more reputation wise. And yeah, this thing is going. We're not going to ride it. It still has that same issue that the log flume has, with the broken pieces here in the middle. But you know, it does the job. It's got what we need it to be. Uh, it's not very popular either, so I don't know what's going to end up coming of that. But we also built these slides to complete our other objective here, where we had to build 2 flumes with a excitement over 5, with actually a relatively short flume length. So we've got that all completed. Um, it's they're very basic slides, and they launch you pretty high up in the air. So I'm not sure why this one doesn't want to launch off correctly, but it works just fine. So pretty pleased with that. And yeah, so now for our platinum objectives, we have to reach a total park value of $200,000, park rating of 4.5, which actually is going a little bit better than I thought, and then have 75% of guests in a good mood. Well, we've got that completed, but we need to have 3,750 guests in the park. So there's a lot that we are going to need to do here. You see there's so many people coming in here. And I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, I guess we still have a lot of space to put a bunch of other flumes. We'll probably put down some blueprint flumes that we already have in the park here, or that we have in the game. So like we'll probably put some of these down just to be able to fill in some areas a little bit quicker. But it's probably gonna be a bit until we get anywhere close to that. So we'll go ahead. We'll jump into a time lapse. We got some unique attraction stuff that we're gonna have to do, and then we'll see where we end up.
looks incredible.
It sure does. And we got Eugene to relax too. That's no easy feat, believe me. He seems to really like you. Just, don't tell him I said that. Hey, mate! How did you find the park? They're even better when you get to relax in them, right?
I must admit, I quite enjoyed myself here. You were really in your element, weren't you?
See? I learned from the best. You've always been there for me, ever since we were kids, as you checked my temperature with your toy thermometer.
That was also when I realized you were always going to be cooler than me.
Ah, anyway, we could relax here all day, but duty calls.
You go ahead. I think I'm going to hang out here a little while longer.
I knew you'd get a taste for it. All right, I'll leave you to it then.
And there we have it. Lazy River Styx is complete. Matt Flume 1 retained its title, or actually, I think it might have been Matt Flume 2 that was the most popular for a while. But we have 4,000 people in the park. Platinum ended up being a lot easier than I anticipated. We just made some minor changes here, and then added a bunch of scenery, which did not take all that long. Big thing that we did was we opened up this pathway. This pathway was very busy. You can see we kind of overlapped it in with some of the rocks and trees. I can't move those, and I didn't realize I couldn't move them right away, so we just let them there because we needed it. This obviously is a major cluster, but it's fine. It didn't matter. We still have a bunch of people coming into the park. Um, we also we forgot about this part. We had to add some water filters over here to make sure our slides were being filtered properly. So we were able to do that, and that kind of helped boost us up a little bit. And then, of course, the main part of this short time lapse, I believe, was just putting in these slides here. And this slide complex that comes with the game is pretty much a cheat code for the unique attractions. Uh, so this one slide complex counts as 5 attractions. So this was super simple to get this boosted up. And then we just had to throw in a whole bunch of scenery around it just to kind of raise the prestige and whatnot. And then, of course, we did add the singularity, which I changed the colors on this because there was some Z fighting at the joints here between the teal and the purple. So we just kept the teal and went with that. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy to be done with this one. I thought I was going to enjoy this scenario a whole lot more, and I just didn't because of how many restrictions there were on this. And also the building these 2 slides over here, which actually, let's see. So that one's still good, 15.5. The other one's probably still under, though, now because of the other modifications we made. They were really annoying to me. But overall, very nice scenario. This will make a really fun sandbox park to just be able to build your own stuff in here and not have to worry about the restrictions. So that'll be cool when they implement that in the future updates. But let's go ahead. We'll take a quick ride on the singularity here. We're not going to ride these slides because they're just pretty boring and straightforward. So yeah, let's see how this is. Yeah, nice little water slide that they have here. So this one seemed to fit in really nice as well, but we probably didn't even need all that. And all of a sudden, something happened. Our scenery rating just tanked. I have no idea. I have no idea what caused that to tank. There's nothing different in here. We're going to take it because we did complete it. And it was clearly fine a minute ago. Actually, I wonder if it's this. There it is. That's the problem. So if we wanted to clean this up, we could just throw a whole bunch of staff down here. We were at like 5.6, and then everyone decided they were going to start throwing up. So yeah, so we could certainly get that back up there if we wanted to, but we don't need to. We're heading on to the next scenario. So I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you saw something I could have done better, let me know in the comments section. And if you want to see some more awesome Planet Coaster content, please subscribe to the channel. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later!